Hi everyone, this is Andy from Wholesale-Help.com and welcome to the second part in the three-part series called Where to Find Dropshipping and Wholesale Suppliers. This is an updated series from a video I made about 4 years ago now. This is the updated 2012 version. There's a lot more detail, a lot more practical advice and tips that you can use in your business. That's why it's over a three-part series. There's just a lot more to fit in. Part 1 is on where to find dropshipping and wholesale supplies using wholesale directories. Which ones to use, which ones are safe, which ones are not. And you've got 3 of my own recommendations for the US and for the Europe and for UK markets. I'll give you 3 practical choices you can use to find dropshipping and wholesale suppliers. So if you haven't watched part 1, click on the title there and it'll take you there. You can watch part 1 and come back and watch part 2 later. But this one, we're talking about Part 2, where to find dropshipping and wholesale suppliers, the streets. Now it's called the streets for a reason that will become clear very shortly. I haven't made part 3 yet, so if you want to watch the whole series, it's probably a good idea to subscribe to my channel and then you'll be notified when part 3 is finished and uploaded. If you're watching this from the future in a few weeks' time, then there's a good chance that I will have finished it and uploaded it, in which case then that video will be available at the end and you can click through to the next one. But right now we're talking about part 2, so let's not delay any further and get stuck right in. Okay, so why on earth, Andy, is part 2 called The Streets? Well, each video represents a different way you can find wholesale and dropshipping suppliers. We've talked about directories in part 1 and I've given you a few good examples. Part 3 is about importing and everything that goes along with that. But part 2 is a little bit different. It's a method that I've developed myself and I've not seen anyone else talk about this method, and it's a very effective way to find some of the best suppliers out there. So listen in, people, this is going to be really good and very effective information for you to build your business. So what I mean by the streets is exactly that. I'll show you how you can find suppliers while simply walking around the streets while you're out shopping or just while you're out going about your everyday life. If you keep your eyes open, you can easily find an awesome opportunity right in front of your eyes. It sounds impossible, but let me just show you how. So this is the deal. Whenever you're out and about shopping at your local mall, your local high street, whatever it is where you are, if you find something that you think, wow, I'd love to sell that on eBay, that would work perfectly with my jewelry business that I already have on eBay, or I would love to start a business selling these products, they're really nice, they're really pretty, I think they would sell really well. But you think, how on earth am I going to find this shop's supplier? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how you can find this shop's supplier, and you may even find a better supplier than the shop has themselves. All you need to do is take that item that you're looking at and turn it over. Have a look at the small print. There is always a label on that product with some extra information. Quite often it's where the barcode is. There's small print there. Then you may have ingredients if it's a produced product like makeup. And what you need to do is find the fine print where nobody really pays attention apart from someone who is interested in that information. Have a quick look around and you'll find it on every type of product. You will find it somewhere. Even if it's just a small reference to a company name or something that looks like a company name or a website, that's what you need to pay attention to. Let me give you an example. Okay, so here is a label I have just used as an example. This is a label of Midnight Monarch Body Butter. Now, I've not set any of this up in advance. I've literally, just before I started recording this video, I thought I could do with a couple of examples of labels. So I've taken 2 random labels, the first 2 that I found that look like something that I'm trying to explain to you. So this is the back of a pot of body butter. Okay, so it's a random thing, but maybe if you sell cosmetics or beauty products, this might be something that you want to sell. So as you can see, we've got the general ingredients of the body butter. We've got code numbers on the side here. We've got the net weight, and we can see it's been made in Eagle, Idaho in the USA. And as you can see, we have a website address. We have CamilleBeckman.com. Now, this may be a household name in the US. I've never heard of her, so apologies if she's a household name, but there we are. There is a website, so straight away we have somewhere to start. We have a clue that we can use to dig a little deeper. So let's just say we're still in the shop and we found some body butter that we want to sell and would look good in our eBay store, our Amazon store, or on our online e-commerce website. Now, most of us will have cell phones and mobile phones, as we call them in the UK. And most of them nowadays that are less than 5 years old will have a camera of sorts on them. It doesn't have to be good. This is not a particularly good image, but as long as you can take a picture, when you have a second, just take out your phone and take a picture of this information. It's easier than making a note on pen and paper. It means you don't have to bring a pen and paper out with you everywhere. The modern mobile phone is a godsend. I use it for my entire life, and my memory is terrible. So I take a picture of everything I need to remember. It makes my life a lot easier. Anyway, I digress. Take a picture of your label of your product, and you can keep it in your phone until you get home, and then when you get the chance to get to your PC, your laptop, we can take the information out from our phone and Google this information, and we can find out more about this name that we have, and we can use a bit of detective skills to find out and trace it back to its roots. So let's go over now to a web page and take a look at Camille Beckman. Okay, so here we are at CamilleBeckman.com, and as we can see, it's pretty obvious this is a retail website. So this is not what we're looking for, but straight away, look what jumps out of us. Right in the middle of the menu bar, we can see wholesale site, and we love those words when it says wholesale site, because that's all we need to do. As you can see, we can access the wholesale side of CamilleBeckman.com. And all it says is if you have a username and password, you can log in here. If not, you can register. Click here to register. And then you fill out their form, and they will send you a username and password. And then all of a sudden you have access to Camille Beckman's product. How quick was that? Literally from finding the URL on the back of the body butter jar, we now have all the information and access to the wholesale side of CamilleBeckman.com. And if this is what you're selling, you now have everything you need to start off selling wholesale beauty products. It's that quick and that easy. And as I said, no one else is showing you this information. It's so simple, so quick, and you can find some fantastic wholesale resources this way. Now let me give you another real quick example. So we're back to the presentation. So let's have a look at another random label. Okay, here is another randomly selected logo found in exactly the same way as the last one. This has not been set up in advance. I literally grabbed the next available label that looked like something I wanted to show you. As you can see here, this label is from some organic hand cream. And as we can see in the same way, we have some ingredients. We've got the volume of the bottle. We've got the certified organic symbols. We have the barcode. And it's very difficult to see from this image. You probably won't be able to see it, but down here it reads manufactured and distributed by Spa de Soleil. And we have a URL, homespacollection.com, product of the USA, Sun Valley, California. Please recycle. Very good advice. So let's hop, skip and dash over to Home Spa Collection and check out what they've got and see if we can do a bit of detective work and see if we can find some more wholesale sources. Okay, here we are at Home Spa Collection, and as we can see, this once again is a retail website. This is not what we want. We don't want a retail website. We're looking for wholesale information. So we're not there yet, but that doesn't mean it's a dead end. The other thing it said on the logo was manufactured and distributed by Spa de Soleil. So we still have more information that we can use to dig a little deeper. So let's Google Spa de Soleil. So with a very quick Google search, we have Spa de Soleil Manufacture and Inc. And these are the words we like, manufacturing, because these guys are obviously the manufacturers of these brands, which is very useful. So let's dig a bit deeper and see what we can find out about these manufacturers and see if they'll sell us some of their beauty products. The About Us pages and the Contact Us pages are usually very useful places to find more in-depth information and to guide us in the direction that we're looking for. So let's have a look at the About Us page. Spa de Soleil Laboratories, established in 1989, blah de blah de blah. Full service contract manufacturer, produces a wide range of health and beauty aids, cosmetics and toiletries for others. Fantastic. It looks like a very nice manufacturing location. Very pretty. Yada yada yada, lots of information. We don't really have time to read everything here, so let's just crack on. Services, private label, custom formulation, packaging, small runs, always good. When you're an online business owner, we don't want to deal with container loads of product. I certainly do not have anywhere to store container loads of products. This is really intriguing. Let's have a look at private label. For your convenience, we have created a state-of-the-art, intensive and high-performance skin and body product lines. Blah de blah de blah. Let me read up about this quickly. I'm not going to subject you to all this. Wow, this is actually amazing. Wow, I've just stopped the video quickly so I can read up on this, because you don't want to look at a blank screen and me reading is not very interesting. But I've just had a quick read of the last few pages, private label, custom formulation, etc., etc. And this is an amazing opportunity. I promise you this is not set up in the slightest. I literally grabbed a label because it looked like one I wanted to show you, as I've already said. And just by taking one random label, this manufacturer will sell you private label products. In other words, they will produce the beauty products you say you want, and you can put your own label on it, which means you can create your own line of beauty products and skincare products. They even have their own in-house graphic design, so they can design the labels for you. You can tell them what you want to call it, what you want to call the different lines and the different products. They can have your own product names. They can have your own brand name. You'll have your own fully branded beauty line. How cool is that? They will also deal in small runs, so you don't have to buy container loads of product at one time. They have a variety of packaging, so you can even choose your own packaging styles. Basically, you can custom design your own personal, fully branded beauty product range. That is pretty gosh darn cool. So this is the sort of information you can find by just digging a little deeper. All we've done is Google a few names on the back of products, and this is the sort of information you can find. I've done this in the past, and I've got very good, reliable suppliers using this method. And you can too. It's very, very simple. It's just about keeping your eyes open, looking for good quality products, and before you know it, you could have your own fully branded beauty care range. How about that? Now, I'm not in the beauty care niche, so if you wanted to go out and use Spa de Soleil, then this one's on me. This is a freebie for you to go ahead and create your own beauty range. Knock yourself out. But there we go. This is just how easy it is, and I'm really pleased that that I found this information. It looks like a fantastic organization, and I've just found this as well. It's fantastic. They will even custom formulation. Okay, if you have a particular skincare, body butter, or whatever the beauty product is, if you have something you absolutely love, they can custom formulate that product. They can break it down and examine the ingredients and make it for you, and then custom make your own custom make that exact recipe for you, put in your own custom packaging, in your own custom graphic design, your own branding, and you can sell it as your own product. That is just mind-blowing. It's really, really good. So there we have it. I think we've probably proved the point enough here with these couple of websites, and it's taken us literally minutes. It takes no time at all to use those keywords that you found in the URL or in the business name to dig a little deeper, have a look at the websites, read a bit more information, and before you know it, you found your own quality wholesale supplier. So get out there and make use of this information. Okay, that was really fun researching those few products. So we're pretty much coming to an end now. So if you want more videos like this, tutorials like this, ebooks, interviews, and more information on buying and selling online, you can get a free membership at wholesale-help.com, and the link is below in the description box. So that is part 2, people, of where you can find drop shipping and wholesale supplies. Please like this video. If you found this information useful, do me a favor and click the thumbs up button on the bottom left. I would very much appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see part 3, which is coming up in the very near future. Part 3 will be about importing, which is our third and final way to find wholesale and drop shipping suppliers. Now, if you're watching this from the future and I've already created part 3, then you'll be able to watch that video by clicking here where it says part 3. If you can't click on it, then you're not far enough in the future and I haven't made it yet. Thank you once again for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and no doubt I'll speak to you next week.